genuinely just finding out about this game for the first time, so I have no idea what to expect. But this is a game called Candy Box 2. And every second I'm getting a candy, and I can eat them all, or I can throw 10 on the ground. I threw 10 candies on the ground. 20, 30. Okay. So this is like an ASCII role playing game from what I've heard. Um I don't know anything about it outside of that. All I know is that it's on Flashpoint, and I was like, let's give something new a try. Let's give Candy Box 2 a try. Now, I suspect that if I get to 100 candies, something will happen. Like, if I throw 100 candies on the ground, something will probably happen. Right now, we have like a frowny face, but it's using an open squiggly bracket, which is kind of interesting. And then we got the frowny face with a nose. There we go. We've unlocked dark mode. I'll just use that for the remainder of the video. Um, that's pretty cool. What happens if I eat a bunch of candies? It's kind of interesting. I've never seen a game entirely just using like basic HTML elements and stuff. I mean, this is like very simple, but like, I get the point. Like, it's kind of interesting, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I wonder if it does anything interesting. Right now, I'm looking at it. This isn't doing anything that I haven't seen before. It's basically a clicker game, but there's no clicking. It's like automatically giving me the candies. So there's not much I can do here other than just wait for that number to go up. And I could throw more candies on the ground, but I suspect that eating the candies is what I should do next. So we'll wait until that gets up to 40 and we'll go eat 40 candies, make it 100. That seems sensible to me. But yeah, if you want to play this game, you can go to candybox2.github.io/candybox. Okay, so now I've done 100 of each. It's actually kind of hard for me to decide which one I should like opt into now, because like I can throw like I'm not getting a lot of. Okay, is this game trying to? Is it trying to like test me? Is this a kind of thing where like you need to wait a significant amount of time for anything to actually happen? Because like I'm down to clown. I'll wait. I'll wait until something actually happens. I'm just wondering like what's the kind of end game of this, right? Like how many candies do I need to get to before another text box pops up? Because I've seen screenshots of the game where there's more stuff going on than just this. And it's kind of interesting because right now I basically just have two buttons which add to different numbers. And that doesn't feel much like a game to me. Pardon me. It doesn't feel much to a game to me right now. But I don't know, maybe it's going to turn into something like amazing. And like I have an awful lot of patience for this because I mean honestly if you think about it, it's the same principle as like gambling, right? Because I don't know what's going to happen when I get a lot of candy. I'm hoping each sequential click, I'm hoping maybe this will be the one where something actually happens. I mean, 200 candies on the ground, nothing has changed since I got 100 on the ground. But I can tell you that it's been over 300 seconds since I started this video, and not making a lot of progress on that front. I mean, this would be a really good place to put like a Bitcoin miner, right? I don't know how much mining Bitcoin is still like a thing, because eventually they're gonna run out of Bitcoins to mine, right? But my point is, like, people are gonna leave this game open for an awful long time. And this would be like the ideal place to like try and monetize it. I don't know if this game has ads. I have an ad blocker. As like anyone has an ad blocker if they're on the internet, right? Like if you're putting ads on your website, you're targeting a pretty small demographic of users. I would guess around 40 to 50% of users probably have an ad blocker. Like it's not the majority, but it's a shit ton of people. And depending on how niche or like specialized your website is, it could even be a larger percentage. Like you would expect people who are more tech savvy to have an ad blocker more often than not. But it's interesting. I'm at 160 candies eaten, and I don't feel like throwing up. Usually, after 160 candies eaten, you would start to feel kind of sick, but it seems like we're okay. What would be really interesting is if I went this entire video. I mean, I haven't even. Usually, if the game doesn't have background music, I put music on in the background. We're doing it completely raw here. What would be really interesting is if I got to the end of this video and still nothing happened. That would be quite funny. Let's go to. We can go to 300 candies on the ground or 200 candies eaten. I'm feeling we want to keep these numbers quite close to each other. I mean, I don't know why you would throw candies on the ground, right? Like, what would that do? Are we trying to attract like somebody who likes candies? Is that what we're trying to do? There's a lot of these weird, like, esoteric kind of games. There's the paperclip one. I haven't played it. There's one where you, like, make paper clips or something. Maybe I'll make that the next video. Maybe having candies is also. So I've been waiting for, like, eating candies or throwing candies on the ground to unlock something. Like something else that I can interact with in the game. What if having candies does it? What if I need to have 100 candies all at once? And like, it doesn't matter if I wait till there's 100 or if I wait till there's 50 twice. Either way, it takes 100 seconds. Oh, see? See? You just had to have 60 candies. So the game's testing me actually. How long does it take you until you have 60 candies all at once? So the way that I unlock these guys, this candy merchant, is apparently by having more candies than I've ever had before, which kind of makes me want to wait longer and see if something else will show up at like 100 candies or something like that. So what we're going to do, I mean, maybe buying a lollipop will get me more candies faster. We don't know. I think I should buy the lollipop. All right, I'm going to do it. It does not appear to have done anything, but it is strawberry flavor, which is pretty cool. I do like that. I've never been a big fan of like sweets and stuff. I prefer chocolate to like sweets. That does seem to be going up quicker. I think getting lollipops gives you candies quicker. We might have like tripled our output here. I don't know. Well, that's definitely faster, right? I'm not making that up. Let's buy another one. I think we want to keep buying lollipops until that number is sky high. High sky. Get it? Sky high, high sky. It's kind of funny because like sky high is very high up in the air and high sky is saying hello to your friend sky. Or it's just observing that the sky is high in the air. But that's like, it's one of those like things we take for granted, right? Like the sky is it is technically like a physical thing that exists, but the actual idea of the sky is just kind of like everything up there, everything blue kind of up there. And it's not always blue. Sometimes the sky's like orange or red or other colors. I mean, you've seen rainbows, right? Rainbows are like part of the sky, I would argue. Um Much to think about. Well, I'm just kind of thinking like the sky's just always there, right? Imagine the sky did fall. Like imagine being in the position of Chicken Little when the sky fell. Like I feel for him. I think he's a very sympathetic character because we as the audience know what the other characters don't, which is that he was telling the truth. It wasn't an acorn in the first place. It actually was a piece of the sky, or so he thought. I mean, it was a reasonable conclusion. Obviously, we know that it was the like alien spacecraft piece, but it looks like a piece of the sky. I would probably also think that it's a piece of the sky, you know? So it's kind of interesting. Well, you know what I find interesting actually is that you know, eventually they all did believe him, but I don't think he ever got his due. Like Chicken Little, okay, they apologized to him, but I feel like the amount that he was like, I mean, they effectively were gaslighting, you know, denying his experience, denying, you know, it's not that they just didn't believe him. They called him all sorts of things. They called him mad. Um, they made fun of him for thinking that the sky fell, and then you see what actually happened. And honestly, in his situation, thinking that the sky fell is one of the more reasonable conclusions to come to. Like if I went through that experience, and you know, if I thought the sky fell, and I would, you know, I would probably think it was the sky. I wouldn't come to the conclusion that it was a UFO piece, which is what it actually was. Okay, we got a wooden sword here, 150 candies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now we have an inventory, which is badass, and we can go on quests. So we could go for an epic quest in the peaceful forest. I found a candy, found a key. Okay. Only if you finish the quest without dying. Well, there's not really any interaction here, right? It's just random. So hopefully I don't die. I haven't taken any damage. I guess it is a peaceful forest, right? I'm just beating up trees that sometimes drop candies. But here I really see what the RPG aspect is here. Tabs slide effect? What? Oh, no animation or slide effect. I like the slide effect. I think it's cool. So I can put him on a quest, or I can go on a quest to kind of get more, I guess. Mount Goblin. Let's just keep going for the we can plant lollipops. Here we go. I'm gonna plant all my lollipops. I'm getting 9 LP per day. I hope that's in-game days and not like IRL days, because I'm not making a 24-hour long video here. I don't even know if I could make a 24-hour long video. I know some people are able to upload above the upload limit. Oh, you guys can't see the lollipop farm. That's my bad. Here we go. I've adjusted it so that you can see it now. Yeah, I didn't know anything was going to be on this side of the... What is LP per day? Is it lollipops per day? I guess that would make sense. So yeah. I'm just gonna keep questing in the forest because I feel like until I have a copper sword, I don't feel very confident going into Mount Goblin. And to be honest, I think I'll be fine if I do have the copper sword. And we're not in a rush, right? Like, we can chill. 9 LP per day, but I don't have any. Yeah, I think per day actually means like IRL day. Because there's no like day and night system. If I turn dark mode to light mode, technically that's like the sun coming up, right? It looks a lot better in dark mode. Like I use light mode for like my IDE and stuff when I'm like programming. People call me all sorts of things because of that. But dark mode here looks good. I use dark mode on my phone. It's just like I'm in a well-lit room, having light mode is fine. And you should be in a well-lit room if you're using a computer. Okay, if you're using your phone, that's different. But you're not programming on your phone. Like, get real, right? Actually get real. This game takes a long time of, like, nothing happening. But, you know, we're getting on. Like, we're almost at a copper sword, and that'll be pretty sigma. I mean, a copper sword costs 5 minutes of your life if you think about it from like a each candy is 1 second perspective. I guess I wasted almost 10 minutes, almost, um, before I even got to like this part of the game. So there we go. I've got the copper sword. I'm gonna send myself on the Mount Goblin quest. Let's see if I can take out these mountain goblins. The answer is yes, but also like the goblins are doing a lot more damage than I would like. I got a chest though, which is pretty good. I just need to make it through a bunch more goblins, which I'm less confident in. Does eating the candy give me health or something? Like, do I regain health from that? I don't think I do. That would be kind of interesting if, like, interacting with the candy box could affect what's happening in the quest, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. I found 713 candies. Oh, I need to make it through to the end here. Are you serious? Are you serious? Can I eat all the candies? It does not help. I'm not going to make it through these goblins. No, that's so sad. That's so sad. Dude, I almost got 740 candies. And I have to wait 200 seconds to do a quest. Oh, it's so over. It's so over. Well, you know, that was fun.